Welcome back to another What Are We Making episode. In this episode, we are doing food prep. We are prepping a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables. Getting them ready in the fridge helps me and all my teenagers eat more fruits and vegetables. So I'm spending the day doing it. But first, I definitely need my Tim Hortons coffee just to get through. So we're going to be making some muffins in a little bit, but right here I am prepping some sandwiches. One of my sons still is going to school, and then my others are doing a hybrid, half at home, half at school. So I'm trying to make some sandwiches that are prepped and ready to go in the freezer. But in the meantime, I'm also getting ready some fruits and vegetables. I really enjoy the green bins that we're using. You'll see them soon. I'm just showing you all of the things that I am going to be food prepping, and my daughter stealing the show every now and then, wanting to be involved in Mummy's vlogging. Now, my older teens aren't in the vlog because they don't want to be. I always give consent, so my daughter wants to be, so I let her. It'll be great for the memories. But here I am. I just cut the bun in half, put some meat on it, and then I freeze the sandwiches, and the kids can just grab the sandwiches on the way out the door in the morning. So here I am just prepping up some different sausages we had, summer sausage and such. Just prepping it, slicing it. I'm going to add it to the buns. And once again, I am just going to freeze a whole bunch of those sandwiches. We have some bagels, some mini croissants. There is some regular croissants in the freezer as well. So I'm just getting the meat ready. And once the buns are done, they go in the freezer. So this is just a couple with some different sausages, and then when I was done, I packed up the meats, and those are ready for snacks. So here I am washing and prepping some more vegetables. I did show you what I had done before I turned the camera on, but I just kind of lined tea towels over the counter there. We don't have a very large kitchen, so I use part of the stove as well. I work with what I have. I'm just grateful that we have a home for our family, and the kitchen, we make do with it. So here I am just prepping some green beans. There's some cauliflower done and broccoli done already, and the cucumbers soaking. And now I'm just getting the romaine ready. This romaine had seen better days, so just take off the lettuce leaves that look kind of wilted, and I showed you that were going bad. And then I just leave it in the sink to soak. And I just take the time to rinse it all off. And I do use veggie wash that I put in there. And I just make sure I rinse really well as well. It's important, and I really do find that the produce stays fresher longer. And I did request these green bins, like the containers I'm using. Bins is what I mean, for Christmas, and I really enjoyed them. Those are just the hard-boiled eggs I'm prepping, making sure they are in cold water. So here I am getting these muffins in the oven with my daughter. But before we get started,
what?
cheese. All right. So there we go. She's such a sweetheart. She thought it was a picture, but we decided to include that little clip for memories. So here we are. We're just making these mini chocolate chip muffins. I'm taking my time to explain the water to her, making sure we have the right amount to go in the package directions. So we just get up here, and my daughter is 3, but she is very good at baking. So I have all of the utensils out for her. She will grab which one she wants to use, but I keep them out so she has them handy. She sees the water she is required to add. Then we go ahead and add the package. We do it together. And she will go ahead and mix it up. So this is just one of those little mini bags. It's really just an activity we like to do together when I am doing all of this food prep. It's nice to include her when I can in the kitchen. So she is just going to go ahead and give that a mix. This kit was really neat. It was just an add water. And so Mom comes and helps a bit, and we make sure we get it all mixed up. And I really think she only wants to help to taste. But we do have a good time. So there I am, just making sure she's mixed all the mix till it's combined. And letting her lick the mixer. So we are just going to be making them in mini muffin tins. It does just call for regular muffins, but I am using the mini muffin tins we have. I just spray it with the canola spray you saw, and I take a little spoon and I just fill up the muffins. I want to say they're like 2-bite mini muffins. And I just pour it all in to each container. Now this recipe, because it was just a mini kit, it only made 6 muffins, but because we're doing mini, I know for a fact it will make 12, but I'm not entirely sure how many we'll get. So I have the other pan there waiting to go, and I do end up needing it, but we just want to make sure we're getting the even amount of batter into each one. So I just use my spoon and kind of even them out, like so. So I'm going to need the next pan, but I'm not going to need the whole thing. And I wasn't exactly sure that I would, so I just prepared 6 more mini muffins, and that's exactly how many I got. So we did the same thing here. We just took our scoop and made sure that we had enough and an even amount in each one of the mini muffin containers. We're just scraping the sides, making sure we've got all of the batter we can, and then we let our helper taste and lick the utensils, because that's really what she's here for. So here is a tip: when you don't use the entire muffin tin, put a little bit of water in the empty muffin tin spots, so that when it's cooking in the oven, the water just steams on the other side. It doesn't burn, and it just keeps everything moist. There she is, cheeky girl. She's so cute. So we're letting those muffins bake now, and then we're going to move along back to the food prep we were doing on this particular afternoon. So I did show you that I made some hard-boiled eggs. So now I am just, now that they're cool, getting a bowl ready lined with paper towel, and I just leave the eggs like this in the fridge, and then you can go ahead and grab an egg when you need one. These are the containers I was talking about. We just ordered them off Amazon. I believe they're Debbie Meyer, but they came in a big kit and I use them every week. We love them. They are great and they really do keep the produce fresh. So here I am just putting the broccoli away. I prepped it in the sense that I washed it and I got it ready. And now it's going in the container. So whenever I need broccoli, I can just bring the container out and chop it up. Now they don't fit completely, so I am going to slice this cauliflower. So I just like to go down the natural line and then just kind of snap it open. Score it with your knife and just kind of break it apart. And then it makes it easier to fit them in the containers. But the hard part's done. The package is removed. It's been washed and ready. And now I just can pull the container out whenever I want cauliflower. And I do that with a lot of the vegetables we have. So here is the baby carrots, washed and ready. They just go in. And we put a lid on and they are ready to go. So it's just easy to open the container, grab a handful, and there is no washing or prepping needed. Here I am doing it with our green onions. It's just to keep them fresh. And then the apples, I do also use produce bags. These are Ziploc brand. They have a netting in the material where there's air. So they work out pretty well. We don't use them as much as these green bins, but they're nice to have when we need them. So here I am just preparing some green beans. I do the same thing. I just wash them so they're ready to go. And then I'm prepping them by cutting the tip, putting them in the container. And now when I want green beans, they are also ready to go. Spending the time doing this does help a lot. It takes the prep work out and you can just go ahead and grab something healthy right from the fridge. So I'm doing that with lettuce. This lettuce I'm keeping whole, and then I will prep the lettuce chopping. Now this particular lettuce was sitting in the fridge for a while, so we just wanted to go ahead and chop it up, process it so we could use it up quickly. So this is what I did. I took one of the produce bags and I just prepped it like you would buy lettuce at the grocery store shredded. I just did it myself. So I have a couple containers. I will use the big one that I had first, and then we will move on to this lettuce. And then I also am prepping a pineapple here. Slicing it down. How do you cut pineapple at home? I've seen some really neat things on social media lately about it with the grooves, just pulling the pineapple away. But there we have it. And those are the muffins out of the oven, ready to go, 2 bites. And we really enjoyed this afternoon prepping all this food. Here we are just plating these muffins up. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you prep some food along with me. Make sure you subscribe. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.